I'm Queen AllJAHyé. Searles is my last name, and I am a SAG member.
You say a shakeup, huh? What do you mean by a shakeup?
Well, there are some things that are being done that need to be addressed in terms of, particularly, let me talk about the new media contracts. Actors are not getting appropriate payment under the new media contracts, and those contracts have been used to circumvent the commercial contract. And so something really needs to be done. There are specific cases where people are being placed in commercials on new media, which new media is getting to be bigger than television. I mean, really, who watches television anymore? It's YouTube, internet. And so I think that the negotiations need to be more serious. In fact, I'm a businesswoman, so they need business people in the board that understand the magnitude of what's happening, particularly with voiceover actors as well, because voiceover actors need to be compensated in a way where it really makes sense. And for that to happen, you need to have somebody in there that understands annuities and the present value of a snippet of your voice. And so I think it's time for a shakeup and for the board to not overlook complaints that have been written. I was put in a commercial. It happened to me, and they're using this trick. And then once you're in the commercial, when you're in the what you think is just like, for example, in my case, it was a tour. And the tour turned into be a production, a YouTube production, Kevin Hart's YouTube, what is it called? What the Fit? And within that was embedded a commercial, a being gay commercial. But SAG representatives are saying that it's not a commercial. I've been in accounting, marketing, management all my life, and it's definitely a commercial. And so they're using new media to circumvent commercial contracts, and they're craftily putting commercials in there. And on every episode he wears Nike, and when we go on set, you cannot wear any kind of labels. So they're getting free advertising, and everything is based on monetization. So it's time for some business people to be in there. It's time for a shakeup. If the current leaders aren't going to address these issues, and I wrote a formal complaint, if they aren't going to address these issues and just go along with the program and say, oh, it's new media, it's not a commercial, the new media contracts should not be written or construed to circumvent an actor being paid for a commercial. And so that's why I want to know who's running. I'm going to run Queen AllJAHyé, Searles, for local and national board, because I really want something done.
And Matthew would have a hand in this as well?
I'm not sure,
Okay.
but I want to get to know who he is, what he's about, and anybody who's running, I want to know if they're going to really get to the nitty-gritty of what actors really need in this day of, the rapidly changing technology. Technology is taking over, and the ones who aren't going to be paid are the actors, because they're actually using fans in these YouTube videos. They're exploiting people, because right now it's about how many views you have. It's about your social media. They're not even caring about whether you can act or not. They're going by name and by monetization of popularity. How many people are following you? Sometimes actors even get assignments based on their social media, and that's not really, to me, it's not really fair. But you are cutting out the new emerging artists. And interesting, there's an article where Kevin Hart and Lionsgate even say that. It's on oh, deadline. There's an article, Deadline, where they talk about cutting out the middleman, which would be the union, you know, and something has to be done. So I'm here to bring awareness to this if people aren't aware, for those who aren't aware, and to see if current leadership, or we need to get somebody in there that's going to do something about it.
Okay.
Perfect.
Any other questions?
That's perfect.
Is that everything? Thank you.
Thank you. These photos were taken at that 2019 annual SAG-AFTRA meeting where promises were made to set up mediation and a meeting regarding the Kevin Hart complaint that I wrote. That never happened. However, I did recently receive an email. These photos demonstrate how active I've been in supporting all of the SAG-AFTRA rallies, strikes, and supporting the current administration who has thoroughly disrespected me throughout this campaign, including utilizing my ideas to have a board debate and then not including me in that debate.